I always thought my dad was just cold. Not cruel, not angry, just distant, like the space between us was a hallway. No one ever had the courage to walk through. Growing up, I learned early to stop expecting warmth from him. When I got good grades, he said, "Good." When I fell off my bike and scraped my knee, he handed me a band-aid without a word. When Mom died, he didn't cry at the funeral. Just stood there, stone-faced, arms crossed, like he was made of concrete. I was 12. For years, it was just the two of us in that quiet house. And I learned to survive in silence. There was one place in the house I wasn't allowed to go: the basement. He didn't lock it, just said, "Stay out." So I did. Mostly. Until the summer I turned 17. That was the summer I started questioning everything. Not just him, but myself, too. Who was I becoming? Was I turning into him, quiet, distant, unreadable? One night, after he'd gone to bed, I crept down the stairs. The basement door creaked as I pushed it open. It smelled like dust and oil. Dim light filtered through a small, grimy window. The place was cluttered: old furniture, cardboard boxes, toolkits. And then I saw the letters. Hundreds of them, tied in bundles with fading string. Some yellow with age, some torn at the corners. All of them addressed in the same handwriting to one person. To Noah, my name. I sat there for hours, reading. The earliest ones were from when I was a baby. He wrote about how scared he was to hold me, how he thought he would drop me, how he stayed up nights watching me breathe, how he cried alone when Mom had postpartum depression and shut herself away in the bedroom. There were letters from every birthday. Letters after school concerts he didn't attend. Letters after arguments. Letters he never gave me. In one, he wrote, "I don't know how to talk to you, Noah. I wish I were a different man. I wish I could tell you I'm proud. But all I do is sit in my garage with a beer and pretend I'm not terrified of losing you, too." I felt something crack open inside me. The next morning, I couldn't look at him the same way. He sat at the kitchen table, reading the paper, coffee in hand. I stood there, watching him. And for the first time in years, I said something real. "Why didn't you ever give them to me?" His hand froze mid-air. Slowly, he looked up. He didn't ask what I meant. He just closed the paper, sighed, and nodded once. Then, he got up and walked past me down the stairs, into the basement. When he returned, he was holding a box. He set it on the table and said, "I didn't think you'd want them." I opened the lid. There they were. His life, his love, his fear, his failures, all wrapped in those letters. "I do," I said. "I want all of it."